Hey y'all, Dontrell here, Spiritfield Springs. I wanted to talk about basically what's going on with our food. First off, I guess our food and also just a life that they don't want you to live. Now, you've heard me speak about this before multiple times. I am out here on my property with these beautiful trees behind me. It's spring. It just got done raining heavily yesterday, and the air right now is it's so good for my lungs. Like I can't express to y'all how much better this air is than the air inside my apartment. Now, mind you, I say apartment still because we haven't moved out here and I am dying every day that I'm not out here. But this air is what everybody should be breathing. This is the air they don't want you to breathe. So let's get into it. First, I want to say that the food at your grocery stores, I know it, you know it. The food everywhere basically is just not high quality anymore. Um, Two things. One, you're overpaying. Inflation is insane. And I'm not saying just now. I'm just saying when I was younger, I didn't care about inflation, obviously, because I was a kid, right? But I just turned 30 this year. What I'm saying is, 5 years ago, I never used to complain about groceries. I know it was getting expensive, but I didn't complain. But now, more and more, I'm seeing it more and more. When I go to the store and get a can of something and the can says $3, I'm talking about a can. It says $3. And I'm just like, I remember when I was younger, this was like so and so cents. You know what I mean? Like, everything is more expensive. And we have the CEOs themselves slipping up. I mean, remember the guy at Campbell? Uh, Remember the guy at Campbell going on a rant talking about I would never eat that. I don't eat that soup, all the bioengineered meat and the fake meat, the 3D printed meat. I don't eat that crap. Remember the McDonald's guy? He struggled to take a bite of his burger. They tried to pivot it and turn it and say, oh, he tried to remake the video. Hey, y'all, I love this burger. Yum, yum. But the damage was done. The problem is, in this day and age, it's not like back in the day. You know, everybody's trying to do this quick social media thing, and I think they just didn't think it through. And you're having all these leaks and everything, but the cat's out of the bag. We already know. Everybody knows the food is garbage. The question is, here's the question, and here's the kicker. Line it up. Here's the kicker. The kicker is, do you care? That's the question you gotta ask yourself because I've told so many people, "Hey, I wouldn't eat that if I was you. Let me show you a video. Let me show you an article. Hey, I wouldn't eat that if I was you. It's been tested for poison." Do you care? I've seen people find out what's in McDonald's food, find out how not so good it is, not so healthy for you, and other fast food, and be like, "That's disgusting. I don't want to see that." And they don't say, "I don't want to see it because this is I don't ever want to eat this again." They say, "I don't want to see that because I don't care about what goes in my food. Make it taste good." And that scares me because that shows you that what I have planned for the future, what I it's not what I have planned, but what I think is going to happen in the future, I don't think it's so far off now. Guys, I never get into what I think about for the future, but let's do it. Let's do it. First off, they've already okay, I'll put it on the screen. Tyson Chicken, you know that company. They've already been exploring using bug meat. Now, they also did another thing. I'm not going to get political here because I know it's kind of political, but they fired a bunch of people and started hiring more um illegal workers, people who are not documented. I'm going to try and watch my words here. Um but I wanted to say one thing about that. This is not me saying that's right or wrong. You kind of already know what I believe. But I think the reason they're hiring illegal workers is because illegal workers will not complain about certain things they see. See, Americans, a lot of us will naturally stand up for our people. We'll whistleblow. Does that make sense? I think if you see something, you're gonna speak up about it to it. If it's so blatant, you know what I mean? If it's so blatant, like if you work somewhere and you knew for a fact they were using rat meat instead of chicken, you would speak up about that. And so Tyson Chicken has already started researching using bug meat. I'm not making this up, y'all. Bug meat. So many companies, and this is all involved. And I'm not gonna go into conspiracy stuff, but this is all involved with that whole Bill Gates thing, getting involved with the human population, talking about how we need to reduce and slow down, and they're already talking about bug meat, y'all. The price for cattle has shot up. That's why I'm trying to hurry up and get my own cows. The price for cattle has shot up. Um, They are talking about actually using bug meat, and here's where I tie that all in. I truly believe that a lot of people, if you put a burger in front of them, don't tell them what's in it, put the right seasoning on it, give it the right texture. I believe they wouldn't care. I believe they will sit there like good little people, go to the store, pick it up, and eat their bug meat. Heck, you want to know the worst part? Since we're diving in, right? I truly believe that they've already tested this on some people. I believe they put like, take the grocery store, right? You got a bunch of burger, like, already like pre-cut, wrapped up in a little package, and you put it in the little freezer or the refrigerator section. The deli, the meat place where you go pick up your meat. What if for every 9 of them, they put in one, like, so they make a complete set of 10, and one of those is bug meat. So they put 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, and it's all random. And they see if anybody ever comes back to complain, hey, this burger tasted disgusting, this tasted off. What if that was their test? I'm, come on. So to get back on topic, y'all, I don't think I ever left topic, but it's all, follow me. This is what they don't want for you. This beautiful, beautiful backdrop of green and brown. This is what they don't want for you. When I tell you, I gotta put up some targets, some shooting targets. So I'm not gonna really dig in the ground too much. But when I tell you, this dirt is so fertile, y'all, so fertile. It is so fertile. It's just so much green back there. It is so fertile. So when I tell y'all that, this is what they don't want for you. This gives me power. I believe in this world. Now, I'm gonna be very brief, y'all. I'm not gonna go into a sermon, but this channel, Christ first. I'm not afraid to admit that I am a Christ first. So if you don't get down with that, I understand. I'm not gonna beat you over the head with a Bible, but it's Christ first here. But under Christ, I believe in this world, the most powerful thing that you can get for yourself, and the most basic thing, and I don't understand why people don't get this, is that being able to provide for yourself. That's what they want to strip away from everybody. They do that in the United Kingdom. I lived in the United Kingdom, guys, and I witnessed the young people. The young people there don't even think about owning land. They don't even think about owning a house. They be like, I'm gonna rent an apartment forever. Kind of like what's going on here. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take exactly what they're doing in Europe and do it to America, because America is the last country in this world, on this planet. America is the last country that is truly the land of the free. That's why they're trying to flood us with people who come from other places who they're okay with submitting to not being so free. That's why they're trying to degrade everything. That's why they're trying to keep us all away from owning things. It's because they want us to be on Europe, where basically the wealthiest people own everything, and the underclass, who basically keeps the country running, they're the oil of the country, they ain't got nothing. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Um, so still, y'all need to get y'all some land. I've been saying this since I started making videos. Get you some land, y'all. It is so important. It is so important. They don't want you to have this for a reason. Okay? They don't want you to be able to grow your own vegetables. They want you to go to the store, get the tomato that feels like a rubber ball. They want you to get have you seen the videos, y'all, of the watermelon slices that people are bending and they don't break? They just bend like some rubber. Y'all, I'm not playing with y'all. It's go time. Get you some land. Land is the most important thing that you can get in this world. Land, look, all you need to survive, before the Wi-Fi, before the TikTok, y'all, before all that bull crap, all you need to survive is land, shelter, water. And I say land because that's your food. Your land produces your food, but food, shelter, water. Obviously, eventually you'll need stuff like security, weapons and stuff, but I'm talking about your 3 primaries, y'all. TikTok, having a fancy new truck. This is an old truck. This is a 2013, I think, and it's almost paid off. I didn't buy a $100,000 truck. And if you got $100,000 truck right now, if you can afford it, good for you. If you can't afford it, I highly suggest you return it and get right. I love having an old truck. This thing gets scratched, beat up. I don't, and it doesn't. It ain't the guy who it was an old man. He took very good care of it, and I love this truck. Get you something that if it gets damaged or hurt or scratched, you're not gonna cry. Get you an old truck or something, an old car. Get you a Toyota. Y'all, it is time to start thinking with your noodle. Stop with all this consumerism. You don't need the TikTok. You don't need the young men. You don't need all the video games. Young women, you don't need to a million. Whew, you think call me on video getting scared. There was a leaf, y'all. You don't need all the bull crap. You don't need all the bull crap. So I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Shalom, shalom. I'm out. I gotta go put up these targets, get some practice so I'm not jumping at leaves. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Shalom, shalom. I'm out.